Joey got the popcorn ready. Alex got the notes in hand. Tim's got puns that fly like confetti. They're your go-to movie band. Video game movie club. Laugh until the credits roll. Joey Alex, Tim will dub. Scenes that make you lose control.
Hello. We're back. Welcome back to Cutscenes Game Club Pod. It's a Monday. Start of the working week. You're feeling good, you're feeling fine, and we're about to bring you back down to earth. Hello, Tim.
Hello, how are you doing?
Very well, thank you, Alex. Lovely to see you.
Nice to see you too.
I'm loving the shirt, by the way. For anyone who's, I don't know if I'm going to do a video edit, so for anyone, Alex and Tim are both wearing lovely shirts. You both look like summer boys.
Thank you. It's massively oversized because it is hot today.
It's hot, but it's been quite nice today.
It's been a lot nicer today. We at the time of recording, we've been in our third heat wave of the year.
It's about the 5th, I think, isn't it?
We are set for a 4th next month.
Are we really? God
Yeah.
damn. Oh, well, let's stop talking about the burning fires of the UK and start talking about something nice and cool and underwater. Guys, we're here to talk about a river of blood, or if you've ever played the games, a river of baked beans. That will make sense. I'll put something up here if it is a video. If it's not, go and Google Iron Lung baked beans. You'll find it.
I've played Iron Lung and I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, hold on. Let me just show you. Making edit points. Tim.
Iron Bean?
Yeah, it's a really famous mod for Iron Lung.
Okay.
Where someone has replaced the blood in the intro menu with a sea of baked beans.
Fantastic.
Yeah. So, guys, Iron Lung was released this year, 30th of January. It is directed by Mark Markiplier.
Fishback.
Fishback? I was going to call him Fishban. It's not Fishban, Fishbarn.
Fishback.
Yeah, it's a psychological horror based on the video game of the same name. It was a really interesting project, I think, by Markiplier. It's completely self-funded. It wasn't originally going to have a runtime in cinemas, but due to fan demand, they very much did put it out to thousands of cinemas worldwide. We all watched it fairly recently. I'm going to go to immediate thoughts with Tim.
So I actually went to go and see this in cinemas when this was out.
Nice.
This watch that we've done for this podcast is actually my second watch of it. And when I was in cinemas, having not played Iron Lung at the time, I thought this was fantastic, especially for what is very much an independent passion project by Markiplier. My only real gripe with it was that, and this is very much a me issue, was it was very distracting that it was Markiplier. But that's not really a problem. Like, he can't help that he is who he is. But like it after the first 15 minutes, I was very much over it. I thought the sound design was fucking brilliant, especially in cinemas. I thought the fact that it was a very limited shoot, I would say 90% of the things you're seeing in the film are within basically 2 rooms of a submarine.
Mm-hmm.
There is the main room and there is the crawl space underneath, and then there might be the odd thing here or there, like in maybe a flashback or something, but it is so limited and so isolating, very much by design. I thought the concept was pretty fucking cool. Being able, like, the concept of Iron Lung is that when you're playing the game, you are in a submarine navigating an ocean of blood, and the only way that you have to navigate is a vaguely drawn map, some coordinates that don't, and the map doesn't explain everything like that's on the ocean floor or whatever. And the only way you can see is by having an X-ray camera that's essentially bolted onto your submarine, take a scan, which takes time and presents you with very limited, like, visible footage, because X-rays are in black and white for a start, and also it's an ocean of blood. It's going to have the X-rays going to have to travel through that blood. So it's like both the film and the game dripping with atmosphere. And when I went to go and play the game after watching the movie, so I guess the movie did its marketing job correctly, I found that the movie, personally, at least in my experience, was very true to the game. It felt like I was watching not someone play the game as such, but watching what Iron Lung. Oh, you could almost believe it would almost be believable that the Iron Lung game is a fan project of the movie, or vice versa. It's that well put together. Like I say, I really enjoyed this in cinemas. I don't know that I enjoyed it so much at home, and maybe it's because in cinemas they've got like these top of the line sound designs, like these top of the line sound systems rather. And I thought this film really benefited from a lot of surround audio because, as I've said, you can't see outside the submarine outside of a one-way X-ray machine, and there is a lot of stuff moving around the submarine in this movie. And I found that to be a lot more immersive in cinemas than I did at home. Would I still watch it at home? Yeah, still I would watch it again. But if you do ever get the chance to watch this with a good surround sound system, do yourself a favor and do that.
I did it with headphones and I got the same experience. It was it was good. It was good. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I think in a film where there's very little to actually look at, they've really leaned into the sound design of it, and they've done a good job.
Nice. Well, that's a nice precursor to what Alex is going to say. Alex, what did you think of the film?
So I've never played Iron Lung. I'm also not a fan of horror films, suspense films, all that. I've mentioned it numerous times on here, but I'm not a fan of the genre in pretty much any form of media. That being said, this was a very good film. I enjoyed it. It did make you feel quite claustrophobic because, as Tim said, you're in a submarine that is, maybe the size of a Ford Sprinter van kind of thing. It's not a big space by any means, and yeah, it nailed the atmosphere of being stuck and isolated and in this tin can that you cannot get out of, no matter how much you want. I think the practical effects were very good. The special effects were also very good. Yeah, I mean, it was a decent time all around. I had the same problem as Tim about it being Markiplier at the start. I think when the movie started, I went, "Hi, my name's Markiplier, and welcome to my submarine." And then there was a joke about reaching out for your extended warranty at some point, which was fun for me, making jokes through this horror film. It took a real twist, and I know we'll go into it when you go through the plot, Joey, but it took a real twist about 2/3 of the way through, because the first 2/3, it's this very sort of tense, very sort of psychological suspense horror type of thing. And then at some point, when we start meeting the god and things like that, and when things start becoming more action-packed, it becomes very much sort of Lovecraftian eldritch horror, and that twist was so sudden, it kind of catches you off guard, which I think really works well for it.
Nice.
Can I also say, on Alex noting that the practical effects are really good, this film holds the world record for the most amount of fake blood used in a movie.
That doesn't surprise me.
Do you know how much?
I did know, I don't know
Go
now.
on. Well, let's have a guess. I have the exact number in front of me.
I'm going to go with...
We're going to go in litres. We'll go litres, and then I'll give you US gallons.
50,000 litres.
Okay. Alex?
120,000 litres.
Okay. Put both of them together, and you're just over halfway. 300,000 litres of fake blood.
Jesus,
80,000 US gallons of fake blood was used.
So we know where all the budget went on the film.
Well, I actually looked this up as well. The budget itself for the film was roughly $3 million.
It's a low budget thing, and in places that shows, I think
it does show in bits.
But I think they really made the most with what they had.
Yeah. Online estimates for how much the fake blood cost is about $700,000.
Ooh,
That's cheaper than I would have thought for,
it's still about a quarter of the
300,000.
budget.
It's a lot of money.
I think they've obviously used the budget well because and I think having that low, 3 million is a lot of money to the three of us sat here.
Well, speak for yourself, but yeah.
But it worked well because it kind of forced them to really focus, because they could have quite easily, and I feel like if this was a Hollywood movie, they would have done it. There could have been loads of flashbacks to his childhood. There could have been all the stuff in the science lab. This could have been a 3-hour film with very little actually in the submarine, if Hollywood had had their way with it. But that small budget, and that, because it was quite a small team as well.
Very small team.
And all of that really forced them to like kind of condense into what is this film we want to do.
I've always been of the opinion that limitation will make creativity, because you have to get smart with the tools and the resources available to you, and I think they absolutely nailed that concept here. One more thing I just wanted to quickly add was that the dialogue, fucking great. Do you know, the dialogue itself was believable for the scenario that they're in, where, spoilers, Markiplier radiates a bunch of people with a funny radiation gun at one point in the movie. I say gun, it's a big X-ray camera. And
it's the thing that you can see the pictures. It's your X-ray machine that you said in the last bit.
But like the dialogue exchange they have, but when they're like clarifying what's happened, because Markiplier and by extension the audience cannot see what's happened. Like it's a believable dialogue exchange, and I thought that was persistent throughout.
I agree completely. I mean, really quickly to touch on my thoughts, I thought this was a great film. I think the set was very clever. I think, whilst I completely agree with you, it was very difficult it being Markiplier. I think Mark Fisbach for that role was really, really good, and you could tell that he cared. And you can tell as well what you guys are saying about you can tell it's a lower budget film. Well, if you played the game, you can tell it's a lower budget game, but there was something about this. And David Seminski, who made Iron Lung, was really into this film. He did a lot of work with them to make sure it was true to his original media. And
he was also one of the scientists.
He was one of the scientists. It just worked. It felt claustrophobic. It felt desperate. It felt intentionally cheap. I loved the bits where Markiplier... Sorry, I will get onto what his character's name is, but Markiplier's character was going deeper and deeper into the depths, and the submarine that he was in itself was just collapsing in on itself. This clearly wasn't something... They didn't care about him in the submarine, and that is so true to the game that I don't know. I thought it was excellent. I thought it was really good. I really liked that every light within the submarine itself was a practical light. There was no Hollywood lighting. If you could see something, it's because a screen was lit up, or there was an LED to indicate that something was on, or something was flashing down in the bowels of the ship. It was just cleverly done, cleverly put together, and you could tell it was directed, edited, produced, and acted with a lot of passion.
Yeah, very much a passion project.
Thoroughly enjoyed it. Right. Should we talk about the story?
Let's talk plot.
Right. In the future, there is a thing that happens called the Quiet Rapture, which causes almost every star and planet to disappear completely. Humanity is left scattered across space with only a small number of survivors, and the scientists in one of these scatters finds a strange moon called AT5, which is the moon that this game takes place on. Game/film. The moon itself is covered by a massive ocean made entirely of blood, and the consolidation of iron, the COI, or like the governing body of the people that are left, starts sending people to this blood moon to investigate because they believe it is the source of the Quiet Rapture. When they start sending these people, none of them return. They all die out there, don't hear from them. Well, they don't know if they die, they just stop hearing from them. So, they start using people they deem as, quote marks here for anyone listening, disposable. And they decide that prisoners themselves are completely disposable people. The film is completely centered around Simon, who is a prisoner, and he has been offered freedom in exchange for completing a mission for which he does not know much about, but it involves going and investigating this blood moon in a bucket, basically. Simon is sealed inside the submarine, which is known as the Iron Lung, and we'll talk
great
about
bit of alliteration, by the way.
Sorry?
That was a great
Simon
bit of
is sealed
alliteration.
into the submarine.
Yeah.
Simon is seductively sealed into the submarine.
He licked his lips.
Into the sexy submarine.
Yeah, so he's sealed into a submarine called the Iron Lung. Now, an iron lung, for anyone who doesn't know, is an old machine that people just used to have in their houses. No, hospitals, medical people used to use them when people's chests had become paralyzed and they couldn't breathe for themselves. It was basically a device that would keep you in one place, but very much keep you alive and breathe for you. That's what the submarine is for. Whoever named the submarine had a sick sense of humour. As Simon explores the ocean floor, he uses an X-ray camera and finds loads of things like structures, wrecked submarines, and enormous human-like bones. Ooh.
Scary.
He finds evidence that the previous pilots were sent down there and encountered something. He realizes that the COI aren't telling him the whole truth about the mission. His exploration reveals quite quickly that there is something enormous and alive in the blood ocean. As the creature begins hunting him, Simon's submarine suffers. There's another one for you. Simon's submarine seductively suffers, increasing damage, and the situation becomes desperate. He eventually uncovers the truth about what's in the ocean, but realizes he has no chance of making it back alive. The submarine becomes destroyed. With the creature closing in, Simon makes a single attempt to send his discoveries back to humanity before the Iron Lung submarine is destroyed. So I missed the part in there where Tim mentioned that he radioactive blasted a couple of scientists for shits and giggles. He is very remorseful about that for the whole film. I think it adds a nice human side to his character. But that is the plot of the film and the game. There's no extra added guff to this film.
Nope.
So, I mean, we should have said at the start, and I might just cut this in and put it in the front. Spoilers for Iron Lung the film and Iron Lung the game. So, Alex, you said you haven't played the game. Does this make you want to play it?
A little bit.
Yeah? Tim, you said you have played the game.
I have played it.
Faithful score?
I mean, if we're scoring it or
1
grading
to
it for
10.
faithfulness. Oh, okay. Like a 9?
9. What would make it more faithful?
What would make it more?
Make it look like
Markiplier.
Yeah, no, either more Markiplier in the game or less Markiplier in the movie.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I think Markiplier's involvement in this came because he streamed the game and loved it.
Yeah, he just fell in love with the project, so fuck it, he's in.
That is wild, isn't it?
I mean, the thing is, this is a very good sort of example of how passion in a project is much more important than money or technical know-how. Because, I mean, look at this, and then obviously that I've not seen it yet, but that film Obsession, that was another YouTuber that had made that film.
Was it?
Same with the back. Yeah, it was a YouTuber.
Yeah, it was a YouTube comedian. He was a sketch comedian.
That explains why it was so damn funny.
But also the Backrooms, which we also saw recently, Payne and I.
I thought you were saying us. I was like, I have not seen that yet.
No. Another YouTuber movie, and do you know what? Pretty damn well done, aside from the ending.
I mean, we're in an era where we might start. Hopefully, we will start seeing more passion projects like this getting greenlit, because potentially with more money behind them from people like Netflix or Amazon, Hulu, whoever else, as long as they don't touch it, as long as they go, here's a shit ton of money, we want 70% of the revenue, crack on and do what you want, we could see some excellent films coming out based on video games, movies, or books and franchises that we love by people who are passionate about it.
I think that what this shows is, and Obsession, I didn't know was a YouTuber, like big props, fucking loved Obsession. If it was a video game, we'd be talking about that right now, but it's not. Obsession, Escape the Backrooms or Backrooms or whatever it's called. Iron Lung, all 2026, all YouTubers. I think what it's showing is that people, like the opportunity to make these films and have the say on these films has almost been gatekept for quite a while. And having someone like a YouTuber who is obviously passionate about it and can show their passion via their YouTube channel, they already have a following. It's already saying, look, you have a market and these people will come and see it. This one, for example, was never meant to be in cinemas. But Markiplier just having an audience forced them to put it in cinemas. And that's so cool. Opening those gates to what people can do and people with actual passion and care about the products that they're doing and looking at, that can only be a good thing.
Yeah.
I mean, it's one of the few benefits of treating YouTubers like celebrities, isn't it?
It is,
that
yeah.
we get stuff like, as long as Mr. Beast doesn't make a movie, we're okay.
Maybe.
I know he's got his shitty TV show, but
well, I think that there is limits to what I'm saying. If I never see a publicized thing for a YouTuber boxing match again, I'll be happy. I think YouTubers, it's a funny thing because it covers everything, but Markiplier himself seems like a pretty sound and very intelligent guy. He knows how to market. I've heard he's a lovely man too. And, you know, he could be a knobhead. Like, we all have that choice. We can be knobheads, but I feel like if you're nice, you care about the thing that you're doing, and you have $3 million spare, you can do anything, man.
Yeah.
I would love for him to start. I would love for him to start a production company where
That
he just
specializes
lets
in this.
that specializes in this passion projects by YouTubers who know what they're looking at, or not YouTubers, but internet personalities, people who know what they're looking at. So, 2027, look out for a Game Club Pod movie.
If you had to do a movie based on a game that we've played or streamed, what would it be? Don't say Pal World.
I mean, it's a little redundant given that there is a movie coming out for it, but Expedition 33?
Hell yeah.
There's a movie coming out for that.
There's a movie coming out.
Oh, well, I'll be damned.
And I'm going to go see that shit day one.
You and 7 billion other people.
Yeah.
Baldur's Gate. Give me a Baldur's Gate movie with the voice actors playing their characters. Don't let someone else play their characters. Fuck off with that.
It was very brief that we streamed it, but I'm going to count it. Warhammer Space Marine 2.
Warhammer.
Although Henry Cavill is on the topic of passion projects, is doing his Amazon series, based on 40K. So we might even get my wish. We might even get it.
I might be ill. Who knows?
Fair.
Anything you guys want to say on Iron Lung before we
go
get
and
out
watch
here?
it? It's unique and interesting, and you're supporting small creators. I say small creators, like Markiplier doesn't have a giant audience, but relatively speaking, compared to the rest of Hollywood, like go support this man. He's clearly passionate about the shit he does.
I mean that's one thing worth noting, that if you want to watch this through legal streams, you can rent it on YouTube. Which we did. I actually did.
We all did.
Of course we did.
You can rent it on YouTube for about £3.50 at the minute, and you can buy it for I think $7.99, something like that. It's not expensive. That you can buy it for about a litre of fake blood.
That is a bargain.
It's a good measurement.
just a couple of the comments on the YouTube page where you can buy or rent it. Top one, 1.2 thousand upvotes. Hi everybody, my name is Markiplier and I am here to iron my lungs. 477 upvotes. I love the part where he said it's lunging time and ironed all over the place.
A reference to mobbing time.
And then finally, 281 upvotes. When Markiplier said, maybe the real iron lung was the friends we made along the way, I cried. Yeah.
Outstanding.
Just for clarity, he did not say that at any point in the movie.
We're spoiling. It's fine to spoil.
Who out here ironing their lung?
That is actually one thing I want to say. A lot of horror movies and a lot of movies in general either have happy endings or very, wrapped up with a bow, conclusive endings. This ended with, and massive spoilers here, ended with Markiplier dying and floating the black box to the top of the blood ocean. There is nothing after that.
We did not actually talk about the ending. So I said to you that the creature destroys the submarine, and that is true. But as the submarine is filling up with the blood, it appears that the blood is also acidic because Markiplier literally pulls himself to pieces and sacrifices himself, as Alex said, to save the black box. But you never know what happens with it. The black box with all of the secrets of all of the other pilots and how Markiplier's character Simon and the other pilots died, and the secret to the quiet rapture. It's on that black box.
I think it's for the
we
best
don't
that
even
we
know
don't know, though.
We don't even know if the creature is dead.
I don't
you
think
see
the
it get
creature is dead.
You see it get fucked, but
So the ending of the game is very similar, except for the creature comes through the submarine and just eats you.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
But
How
I don't think we need to know the ending of it because we're not painting a grand picture of, this is what's happened to the world. We're focusing on Simon's story and Simon's story alone. He's very much a small cog in a big machine.
This is sort of the point I was making again. To go back to if this was Hollywood, the ending would have been someone would have picked up the black box and we'd have had 20 minutes of exposition of them going, oh, look at all this shit.
I don't agree. I think they would have picked up the black box and Simon and he would have lived.
I think they would have picked up the black
possibly.
box and shook it.
Instead we got, he's dead. Creature's alive. Black box is,
Who knows? What's the guy going to do? That's it. So I think we can unanimously say Big Game Club thumbs up to Black Box, right? Black Box, Iron Lung.
2
Big
thumbs up from me.
Who's got 2 thumbs and enjoyed Iron Lung?
This guy.
All 3 of these guys. Right, we'll see you next time. And enjoy yourself. God bless. Don't go in a sea of blood. Much love. Bye, Tim.
Bye.
Bye, Alex.
I'm off to a sea of blood.
Don't do it. Bye.
Joey got the popcorn ready. Alex got the notes in hand. Tim's got puns that fly like confetti. They're your go-to movie band. Video Game Movie Club. Laugh until the credits roll. Joey